Hi, guys, and welcome back to Marantz. Rantz, plenty of good information, a little bit of motivation, a whole lot of truth, no financial advice. I want to give you guys an update on GameStop today and what we've been dealing with on this market. Now, obviously, GameStop, unprecedented price action today and the last 3 days, last 3 weeks, I should say. We've seen more volume than we've ever seen in these last 2 days, but the price action itself, to go all the way up to $80, all the way back down to 37, right back up to 60. These are the roller coaster swings that I'm used to from 3 years ago. So I'm numb to it all, right? This just doesn't move me to that sense, but I'm happy that I'm in. I'm happy that I got in for all these years. But let's talk about it. Let's give you some updates. So right here on GameStop itself, currently today, let me update this. Let's see if it updates. So 32 million shares were reported short volume off of the 200 million shares that were actually traded today, and over 1 million exempt trades offline. We had 1.1 yesterday, and then 1.2 way down here. This was the record, right? But what does all this mean? For me personally, I was looking at cost to borrow. That increased dramatically throughout the day. But this is what we really want to pay attention to. We want to pay attention to the options chain. This is why we're calling this a gamma ramp, all the way up into a gamma squeeze. And then you will see a short squeeze. You will see margin calls. You'll see FOMO like you have all day. And all of that combined, all of it put together, that's what they call MOASS, right? The mother of all short squeezes. And this has the recipe to do that. So let's look at these numbers, how they dwarf anything that's ever happened at GameStop in the past. And I don't see them taking away the buy button just yet, but let's see what happens, right? So we started out today. The trigger went through on the SSR. The short sellers restriction came through at 27.40, but that's going to be on the new one because the SSR is on right now. At $48.75 where it closed, we're already at 57.68 in the after hours right now. This is on Robinhood, and of course, we followed all the way through. So you just don't have to believe Robinhood overnight. You can also look at what happened after the market. It went up an additional like 14%. 4% on top of 60. So it's at $50.70 right now. And then we'll start in the morning when we actually wake up. I think we'll wake up like around 2 a.m. We'll watch the German markets. We'll watch the Korean markets. And then, of course, we'll watch the pre-market. Come around 4 o'clock, you'll see a lot of volume hit that stock at 4 o'clock, 4 a.m. But the market's don't up until 6:30 a.m. This is all Pacific Standard Time. So take it all the way through to Eastern if you want to, if you're on that side of the world. But for me personally, when I look at this stock, 269,000 call contracts are in the money right now. The whole options chain is in the money. That's phenomenal. That means you caught everybody with their pants down. Anyone who's writing covered calls, they're trying to roll out. They're trying to figure a way out of this. But if you don't have the capital and you don't really structure yourself this way, you're without. You're going to miss all this train and all this run. Now, the whole free float traded today, guys. Over 60% of the float actually traded. And when you see this amount of shares actually get, or amount of contracts into the money, that represents almost 27 million shares. Guys, me personally, I don't think that they can even find that many shares, let alone if they're not writing these calls naked, right? Market makers themselves. And I've seen the market makers all over the TV. I've seen Jim Cramer tell you to sell. This is time to take profits for this stock and others. Not me. Not me, because I know that if you couldn't deliver the 44,000 call contracts that were in the money the previous 2 weeks, remember last week, 44,000. The week before that, 44,000. And this week, 270,000. There's no way in God's green earth that you're not going to tell me this price is not going to go from X to Z. And I can see it going from $50 today all the way over 100, 200, 300, 400. And I'm just letting you know that that's the rhyme and the reason of the stock. So yes, a 6X from this level would be 300, would be 350. I can see that happening within the next 2 weeks. They got to deliver the shares. We got to see it happen. But right here, let's look at these call contracts. Think about it. 270,000 contracts in the money. Where the hell are you going to get the shares? That's all I'm asking, because I know I'm diamond handed. A lot of the people out there are diamond handed these shares. They've been buying for 3.5 years. If you think they're going to sell them for $50, Kramer, you're out of your mind. There's no way. Now, 51,000 contracts already in the money next week. Then look at this continued gamma all the way up into the 100,000 that's going to be on the 21st of June. I know there's an earnings report in here. I know there's an annual report in here. But most of all, it's the 3-year anniversary of this channel on Friday when these actually expire on the 17th. So I'm very excited about it. I want to see how it all goes down. I'm going to hang on to my shares forever. And at these prices, there's no way I'm selling, right? $50, $300, $200. I would never sell at these prices because it means more to me. I want to see a split. I want to see a dividend. I want to see an S&P 500 announcement for GameStop, introduction to it. These are the things I want for the company fundamentally. I care about the investment. I care about Ryan Cohen and GameStop, not just a squeeze. You see, this is the best of both worlds. This is where you can't really trigger me on price action. So that's what I see for GameStop. I see them in the money the whole way through the whole options chain, guys. out of the money. I think these 3,000 are at 250. Let's go look at it. 55, I believe. We'll go look at it really quick. They're right here. 3,000 at $55. You don't think we're already at 55 right now? So I don't know what they want to do. Do they want to mail it in? I think so. I think they can't win because we went from doing this, guys, this type of trading, 1 million, couple of million, to the real deal, all the way to 20, 30, 40, and then, of course, 200 million shares traded back and forth today. So the volume's there, the movement's there, the volatility's there, and GameStop, it's back to the front of the map. So if you're paying attention, it's not about memes. It's not about, oh, Ryan Kitty came back into the scene. No, he saw the same damn ramp that everyone else did, and Wall Street saw it. So they're preparing their little action. They're going, but it's shorts versus longs, baby. And I'm in the ocean, and I'm just watching these battleships throwing rockets at each other. And I'm just happy that I have a really good seat. I have a lot of shares. I'm feeling good, just like you, but never enough. I'll buy one more tomorrow, and I'll keep it rolling. GameStop. Can't stop, won't stop. GameStop. I'll be live tomorrow, the next day, the next day. You guys know where to find me. Rantz on YouTube. I'll see you around, millionaires. Literally. I told you so 3.5 years ago. Peace.